Yeah, we're going to get into this. You see what the title of the video is called, and you also see the thumbnail and who we're talking about. Make sure you guys connect with me on Instagram and TikTok. And y'all, excuse me if it sounds like I'm talking funny because I am. No, I recently got my braces. Video is coming soon, y'all. It has been great. Remember, I only have the top, I get the bottom April 30th, and that's what we're kind of waiting for to put out that video. But it has been great eating. It's just I'll go in that in the video. We're gonna talk about this and him thinking women, and I know he want to say black women, are about to start back selling the cat to prevent homelessness. Make it make sense. Let's get into it.
So many people are so disconnected. Yes, we know the price of milk. We know the whole thing. What up? What up? What up? It's cold as hell out here. I thought that it would be warming up. I know it's supposed to be in the 60s at some point next week. It's cold right now. Anyways, that's not what I really want to talk about. What I really want to talk about is all of the videos that's popping up on my algorithm. And it's not even the stuff that people are sending me. It's stuff that's popping up on my algorithm. I don't know if my algorithm is broke or what. And let me say this too. A lot of people say, Anton, why you always wearing sunglasses on the inside? This is called transitions. You in the sun?
Now, for those who follow me, this is when he reminds me of Peach McIntyre. He feels like the people that watch him have never been exposed to anything. Man, we know those are transition shades. Let's get into it. Let's keep going.
They tint. These are prescription glasses.
Oh, Lord.
When you're in the regular, they start to go back regular.
Oh,
I'm sure by the end of this video,
I had
these
transitions
glasses
in
will
elementary.
be different. But I'm starting to see a lot of women in my algorithm begging off of different circumstances, begging on, oh my God, my baby daddy, he let me go get a basket. I'm up here distracted. My baby daddy, he moved on, he doing something different. And I'm about to go homeless. I don't know whether or not I should give up the kid. They begging. I lost my job and I'm about to go homeless. On one hand, you sit there and say, well, Anton, you need to be more compassionate. And I know that some of the dusty people, they say some of the wildest stuff. They say something like, well, you never know. You can be in that situation. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And no, I won't. I will never be in that type of situation. And let me also give you a little bit of game about men. I don't see men on the internet, on TikTok and Instagram, talking about they about to go homeless and they begging for donations. I can see a man a lot of times saying that, oh man, my circumstances fucked up, or I got to make some changes, or yeah, I got laid off, and then they pivot.
How many women are out there Ubering, door dashing, multi-level marketing, looking to get paid on social media to supplement? So don't sit here and act like women aren't putting up their hustle game. And this is what he does. He groups all women together. No. And sir, you need to change your algorithm. Something wrong with it. Because when they start begging, I block to let them know that's not what I want to see. I want to see Black women in luxury, Black women bosses. That's what I want to see. So I don't know what you seeing, and baby, I got a large following of women, and none of them are begging on social media. The only thing they're doing is educating themselves, getting back in school so they can get a FAFSA check. Yes, they are starting their businesses, even if it's making T-shirts or tumblers. They are doing something to produce some extra income. So who? Okay, let's go.
They be like, but God, it's gonna bring me through, or I'm just gonna have to make some adjustments. I'm about to go DoorDash. I'm about to go figure it out. I know some new opportunities coming through. Listen, I'm willing to sleep in my car until I figure it out. But the women is in big mode, and maybe it's a combination of reality kicking in, because I thought that y'all was the most educated, the most enrolled, and the most in debt.
And see, this is how you know he's talking about Black women, because really Black women are the most educated. But anyway, the thing is about homelessness, sir. No one wants to go homeless because of the cost of living now. It's not like before, oh, you behind on your rent, you can just go get an apartment the same day. No, you got to make 3 times the rent. So if you're living anywhere, $1,800 times 3, Anton, let's do it. 1,800, and that's a small window. That's a small place, right? That's $5,400 a month, right? So a woman needs to make $33.75 an hour. A man would need to do that too. The reason why it seems like it's easier for the man to take over the child, because the man isn't doing the everyday hustle and bustle. Let's be honest, it's not about whether the man needs to raise the child or the woman. It's them doing it together, right? At the end of the day, it's doing it together. It's having that team. So yes, one parent could be going homeless. Unfortunately, it's a bad situation, but to say single mothers need to give their children up to the father, that is a man's mentality to say, oh, just take the child. That's not going to help the situation, because what about the child's emotions and mental? What about that? So now dad needs to go ahead and be able to pay for therapy. Because let me tell you, if you take a child away from their mother, if you are raising that child and you have a relationship and you are taking that child away from their mother, explaining as their father, the provider, the man, hey, I'm going to go ahead and get you while your mom get her ish together. You don't think that child's going to be like, well, what about mommy? Is mommy good? What about mommy? That child mentally, come on now. No, we need to do better. Stop pitting men against women. We need to come together.
And had all the, didn't worry about diversity, equity, and inclusion, because, you know, you had all the degrees. And I've seen a bunch of videos of women basically saying, oh man, I'm gonna just go ahead and, can I get that real quick? They were saying, oh man, y'all should be worried about federal workers getting laid off, because now they're gonna have to come and compete with y'all with all of the degrees. Wasn't nobody worried? Wasn't nobody tripping? And nobody was worried. And now we start to see the fruit of that. See, time tells all. Time tells all. You're not built to go through what we go through. And y'all had a false sense of security because you thought that just because you have been doing okay in times where everything was thriving and it was giving y'all handouts for these jobs that you didn't necessarily deserve, that it was going to be.
Heck nah. He said they was giving y'all handouts and jobs that y'all did not necessarily deserve. So to all the women, if you're not making $33.75 to just be able to get a basic 1-bedroom, Anton, I feel like he'd be so out of touch. He'd be so out of touch.
Be cool. And this is obviously not pointed towards every single woman. That goes without saying. But you thought that everything was going to be cool and that you would just be able to thrive and you don't need men. But when the rubber hits the road, and this is why I say if we was,
I think no woman needs a man, and that needs to change. I think the want is even better. Yes, people want a partner. Let's go ahead and do this as a team. Everybody want to go 50-50, 75-25, 60-40, 10, whatever works for your relationship, because I'm not going to get into that. Oh, 50, da, da, da. No, whatever works. But yeah, but if a man decides to leave, is she supposed to beg him? No, she's got to boss up and take care of the household, right? Right.
to ever go back to hunter gatherer, you would really see the nature of people. Women want to become more dependent on men. Even the women that are still working, and even if you're not necessarily struggling, they don't want to have to do for themselves. Given the opportunity, they would 100 times out of 100 jump at.
I really be wondering what his wife says. Hell, men 100 out of 100 would jump to have a woman take care of them. But nowadays, these men,
the opportunity to be able to just lean on him, and then they gonna lean into their femininity. They're not out here try to grind and hustle and work like y'all think that they are. That ain't it. They lying to y'all. They lied to y'all the whole time. And so you was over there trying to meet unrealistic expectations, and it wasn't real. It never has been real. It never was real. And now y'all out here looking stupid. Got to get the almond milk. Got to get the almond.
Not out here looking stupid.
And now you out here looking stupid because that's not what your life is. So you got to be a little bit more careful and just be observant. Just be observant. Go in, pay attention. Don't skip past the video so fast. When you scrolling up the algorithm, I don't know what they got going on Facebook. I refuse to ever log back into Facebook. That's not saying that I'm never gonna log back into Facebook. But Facebook is a dark place. That is a place where people from the past, high school, old family members go in there, bicker and fight. So you never really see me over there on Facebook having no conversation. I used to think that
they probably rip him apart, the people that know him from high school.
There's a possibility there could be some money over there. No, I'm only going where the money is at. So, but yeah,
I kind of agree with him on that. The only thing I use for Facebook is for my inner circle.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of women begging. It's a lot of women going homeless. They're coming out of the woodwork. The thing about women is that they don't really have no pride, so they're willing to say, "You see how the glasses change?" They're willing to go in and say, "Yo, listen, I'm messed up. Can I beg? Can I give up some box for, you know what I'm saying, some money?" A lot of them is a lot of them is resorting back to to certain parts of nature.
So that doesn't make sense to me. If they're resorting back, you can't talk about the educated Black woman, the most educated, getting paid and doing this, and then she's resorting back. I'm confused. So who are you speaking on? So the educated Black woman is resorting back to selling the box because she sold the box to get through school. When did she sell the box before, since she's resorting back? Since women are resorting back? Or are women putting standards up and saying, hey, if you're going to date me, you're going to bring something to the table? Because I'm out here where my monthly bills are $6,500 a month, sir. So what are we doing?
Listen, worse things come to pass. I can always fall back on selling box, and that's not good because you don't want to be a prostitute. God don't want to be a prostitute, and you can rebrand it however you want to. You keep saying, "Oh no, I'm just only selling feet pics." Bust some pussy. That's real talk. Like no more. You know what I'm saying? Acting like it's not what it is. You sell a box. That's all it is. Man, you know, it ain't nothing. I only had them take me out. Are you asking for food? You a panhandler. You panhandling for money. You sell a box for money. You begging on the internet. Everybody, whenever I see a woman on there talking about, oh my God, me and my kid about to go homeless, and my former baby daddy and my ex-husband.
Those are bums. Like, I'm confused. A lot of those begging on the internet, telling all that, instead of being on Indeed, selling some plates, cleaning some houses, starting a laundry service. I mean, there's so much that you can do as a woman if you know how to braid hair, babysit, or anything before you go sell cat. Even enroll in LPN school, and they will give you some cash assistant, food stamps, and even like a little housing. I mean, come on, really?
He over there thriving. He ain't asked for giving us a place. You shouldn't have left your home. That's why I told y'all to stay together. That's why I told y'all to keep your families together, because I didn't want you.
Now, if people would have stayed with people, been miserable, kids miserable, I don't know. See, women, y'all staying in situations because you need a man. You can't take care of yourself. Like, what do y'all want? Men be talking one way, and then first y'all don't want to take care of us. You want us to come to the table with something. Then when we do come to the table with something, you're laughing at us and saying we're too independent. You don't want us. Then when we have a little setback, now you want to throw it in our face. See, you should have never left. You should have stayed. You should have stayed. Even though you weren't bringing nothing to the table, you weren't treating me right. You weren't doing right. Hell, you weren't even showing up for the children, but you wanted me to stay. Yes, now we're not together. And of course, you are thriving because you don't have the everyday hustle and bustle I do as a mother, right? Crazy.
Going homeless? I don't want you out here looking stupid. Why would I want you to suffer? That's not the goal. The goal is to never force you into
He sound like a pimp right there. I'm sorry.
homelessness. I think that we have a homelessness crisis. That's one of my passion projects. I've been passionate about homelessness.
If you're passionate about homelessness, then you would understand the whole 3 times the rent, 2 times the rent, the salary breakdown, the cost of food. When you say, oh, I know milk is high, eggs are high. No, to qualify. So yes, before she gets that eviction, she is going to reach out to her baby daddy to see if he can help her. Yes, they're going to have to come up with a plan because once she gets that eviction, what is she going to do for the next 7 years? So while you're worried about the housing crisis and homelessness, and I'm so passionate about it, then this shouldn't be a surprise and you should be coming up with a solution. Talk to the fathers, roommate, cohabitating in a time like this. Things need to be looked at different. You did lay down and make a baby hill. Both of y'all better shut up and raise that child, train that child, and do what y'all need to do.
Since I was in college, you know what I'm saying, 20 years ago. Somebody wants you to go homeless. We ain't on that type of time. We want you to thrive. We want you to win. But in order for you to win, you gotta listen. You gotta listen, bro. You know what I'm saying? And now you start to see it.
Not a listening problem. I told you this is pimp talk. Huh?
We told y'all. We said, listen. Women are the
Who told me? You know what?
ones that suffer when the economy go bad. You gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that you're better than what you is. Y'all keep saying that you don't need it.
The reason women suffer as well is overtime is limited because who's going to watch the children? Working 2 jobs might be limited because who's going to watch the children? And this is why I teach women how to make money on social media so you can provide a lifestyle for your children. Work your 9 to 5. That's going to get you your 401k, your PTO, your health insurance, and some stability with a continuous check until your social media income takes over. Start a YouTube, get paid on TikTok Shop, sell digital products, sell courses, become a real estate agent, whatever you can do that you can take your children with you. Uber, ride them with you. DoorDash, if they're old enough, you got to make those choices, and that's what I teach. But not this. Yeah, he's so backwards.
And it's nothing wrong with you. And that's the thing. You so extreme. It's nothing wrong with you thriving on your own. I think that all adults should be able to thrive on their own. And they should be whole before they come into a relationship with somebody else. But you saying what you don't want and what you don't need and what your standards are, those standards is going out the window, family. Out the window. All of that tough talk, it's gone. It's gone. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. You get on out of this aisle. Ain't nothing in this aisle with sugar anyway. Anyways, listen, let me know what y'all think inside the chat. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon.
Y'all go ahead and like and subscribe to the video. Let me know what y'all think. Do you think women are about to start back selling cat to those who sold it before and are going to, or the ones who never sold it are going to start selling it because of the economy and what is going on? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, okay? This, child.